to see Doofy go deep in this tournament. Doofy's bringing 3 lines from the Ducky Malin bloodline, so I'm rooting for Doofy.
What about the head-to-head that we're most excited to see?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Head-to-head, you know, I'd like to see some upset. I'll say that. I'd like to see some upsets.
I'd like to see some prices. Travis, who was oozing confidence there?
Oh, arbitrage. Well, they all were. I mean, there's one thing that is very apparent since we've been here to Vegas is that this is a very passionate community. Everybody's excited about this event. We'll see how it plays out, but I like the quiet confidence, maybe not so quiet, of arbitrage.
All right, I like it. Also want to bring in a special guest right now, ZEDRUN's own Ebbs, with his predictions on what's going to happen in the tournament.
Is Doofy in there? He's in there? I don't know, man. He's Aussie. I'll roll with Doofy on this one. He'll be happy when he hears it. I just want some good close races and some good competition and some fun.
Thanks so much, Ebbs. We'll be checking in with him later. For right now, let's see what's at stake. It's a total of 3 ETH that's going to be divvied up. As you can see, first, second, third, and fourth going to be taking home a little share of that very nice prize pool. Also, guys, here's the cool thing. We are going to have a digital trophy for you. This is a one-of-one NFT trophy. I mean, this, Sean, is a showpiece.
Absolutely. This is a gorgeous trophy. Everyone in ZEDRUN would love to have this
erste Mal
I mean,
in Las Vegas.
It is amazing.
I mean, I think it's cool right now.
erste weite EA-Sport wird auf den Kopf gestellt, meine Meinung.
Well, if I could participate and try and run for it,
Deutsche
I don't know, I'd
Community,
showcase
Leute,
that
kommt
pretty
schon.
well. Maybe it'll come in my Twitter avatar or something like
There you go. I like
Das
it.
geil.
All right, guys. I hear horns. It's time to head to post. Our first round of 16 is going to be contested at 1,400 meters. Let's meet our first matchup pair, Arbitrage and ZED.
Hey, this is Kevin from Arbitrage Racing, and I'm running Muraho at 1400 because it's a short distance specialist and really does well at that distance with a really strong podium distribution.
Toyota Prius is probably my best racer, and to be honest with you, 1200 meters is his preferred distance, but 14 is close behind, so he's still a solid racer at 1400 meters. And I feel like unfortunately, he's a bit of a U-shape, so it's not ideal for this tournament situation. So it's kind of a coin flip whether or not he's going to finish in first or last. But if we get that good side of the coin, I think there's no looking back.
All right, heading into our first race, let's look at some stats here. You heard Zed Chateau mention the U-shape. That's something you're going to hear throughout the digital derby. But when we take a look at the ROI, strong advantage to Muraho. What's really interesting to me is going to be the average time here. The average times are very, very similar. That tells me it could be close. We could be in store for an upset, but you know, everyone expects Muraho and Arbitrage to go deep into this tournament. We'll see how it plays out. But again, with those average times being so similar, we could see an upset here. We really could. Personal records advantage is going to go to Muraho. Twitch, let us know who you think is going to take this first race.
Sean, I got no problems with being U-shaped personally, right? But what does that mean?
Well, it means it's going to be a horse that tends to finish first and also finish last pretty often. I wanted to ask you, Travis, is this something you see in traditional racehorsing?
In traditional horse racing, speed
or
wins
horse
races.
racing, sorry.
Yeah, in traditional horse racing, speed wins races, and when you show a lot of speed, sometimes you tire, but you show speed, you win. So either going to be first or last. It's all or nothing.
Right. That's what we mean by a U-shaped horse. A lot of first place finishes, a lot of 12th place finishes.
All right, well, without further ado, guys, let's get this tournament underway. It's going to be the first round with the call of Arbitrage and Zed Chateau. Here is our own race caller, Travis Stone.
Alrighty, we're about to get this digital derby underway. Once again, there's a full gate here. We're paying attention to gates numbers 6 and 7, Toyota Prius and Muraho, and we are ready to go for the digital derby. They're in the gate, and the digital derby is off. And once again, we're looking at Toyota Prius and Muraho. The silver and the blue, and Muraho is fastest right off the mark. Opens up by half a length, edges forward a little bit more than that. Now leads by 1. Toyota Prius, though, is keeping some pace with Muraho in the very early stages, about 1,100 meters to go. You can see the distance left at the bottom of the screen. So here we are. Muraho showing the way, leads by 3/4 of a length, maybe a half a length. Toyota Prius is not far behind, trying to keep up. Muraho stepped on it just a bit there with 900 meters to go, holding on to that lead. Toyota Prius still sticking with Muraho so far. We're approaching the 800 meter mark, and it is Muraho in front. in front by a length. Toyota Prius is right alongside in second, a length behind Marajo. We're in the final 700 now. Toyota Prius starting to put in a bit of a bid. Here's a bit of a kick from Prius. In fact, Toyota Prius has come on to take the lead. So Toyota Prius has taken over. Marajo's back into second, but Marajo comes right back now. 500 meters to go. Toyota Prius holding on to a short advantage. Marajo continues to come on. Marajo making another move for the lead. 400 meters left, and now Marajo's back in front. Toyota Prius is back into second, has to fight back. Time is running out. 200 meters to go. It's Marajo opening up a little bit more on Toyota Prius. The 100-meter mark. It is Marajo, Toyota Prius, and Marajo kicks off the Digital Derby, the winner by a length and a half.
Excellent job there, Travis. Arbitrage going to be coming home the winner of our very first race. I mean, Sean, you have to be so pumped right now.
Absolutely. I mean, just hearing that call from Travis was so exciting. It's so great to have him here. The community is super excited. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback the past couple days about this tournament and about having you call these races. So that was awesome. I think Arbitrage runs deep. We kind of expected that result. Unfortunately, we didn't see the upset from Zed Chateau. The Prius, not enough battery, you know?
I like keep the puns coming, okay? I like the puns. So let's see exactly what that means, right? Let's take a look at our bracket now and how it stands. So the winner of this particular heat is going to move on to the quarterfinals. And of course, in the quarterfinals, they are going to have to show down with the winner of our next heat. And the two barns competing there are Nobody's Close and High Horse Stables.
So we feel really good about Vanilla Bean at the 1400 meters. She's ran over 200 times at this distance. She wins 18% of the time. She's got 37 wins. We're really proud of her, what she can do. We're excited to see her race on the track. We know she's a first or last horse, but we really think that she'll be coming first more than last in the Digital Derby.
Think she's our girl running the 1400 meter for us here. The reason why she's going to win 1400 meters is because when you take into account any single distance at C1, she's one of the best horses, but specifically at 1400, when you look at the shorter distances, that is the one that she's excelling at more than the rest.
All right, we're going to take a look at some stats here on Vanilla Bean and Dank. Both of these horses are going to be the single horse in the tournament for these two stables. We're going to take a look at their personal records here. Not too far off. Very similar personal records. I think this is going to actually be a great race. When we look at things like the median on these two horses, both Dank and Vanilla Bean are neck and neck. I am expecting a very, very close race here in the Digital Derby second race kicking off the tournament. I expect it to be very, very close.
Well, Sean, two of the three stables that are only running one horse are actually in this particular matchup. I mean, that's got to be kind of cool, right?
Yeah, that's super cool. I mean, I'm kind of curious how that plays out throughout the tournament. I mean, it's a bold strategy. I mean, you're really letting a lot of, you're basically banking on one horse, and this tournament is meant to test an entire stable at multiple distances. So you really need depth to advance in this tournament. You need short, medium, and longer distances. Going to be exciting to see how this plays out in this first race. Vanilla Bean has the advantage when it comes to the odds, sitting at 7.44 coming into this race. I cannot wait to see it. This is going to be a battle of two legendary horses. Again, both of these stables just putting it all on the line. It's a very confident move when you're going to enter one horse into a tournament like this. Look at those win rates right there. These are winners, man. These are winners.
I like it. All right, so we hear the call to post right now. That means horses are going to be making their way out to the gate for our second race here in our first round of course, 16. And with the call, we will have, once again, Travis Stone, the barns lining up. Nobody's Close versus High Horse Stables.
Both stables pinning their hopes on one horse for the entire Digital Derby. As we go to race number 2 of this first round of the Digital Derby. Once again, we're watching Dank and Vanilla Bean right there, posts 8 and 9. sort of a dark gray or silver and a white color. They're in the gate and they're off in the second race of this digital derby. And Vanilla Bean breaks out on top over Dank. Dank, though, is keeping good speed so far. Vanilla Bean short lead. Dank is right alongside, and these two are head-to-head early. Once again, we care only about this matchup for the digital derby. The rest of the horses do not matter. It's Vanilla Bean with a narrow lead over Dank, but they're right there. They're head-and-head, shoulder-to-shoulder in the early stages. About 1,000 meters left to go. So it is now Dank who's taking a bit of an upper hand. Dank leads by half length, opening up a little bit more now. Dank by a length with 900 meters to go. Vanilla Bean trying to keep pace with Dank. Dank has opened up a length and a quarter now as we head toward the final 800. Vanilla Bean trying to get a little bit closer. Vanilla Bean's putting a little bit of a bid there. Dank is holding on to the advantage over Vanilla Bean, but it is Dank in front. Vanilla Bean, a more serious challenge, but was rejected. Back that first challenge of Vanilla Bean has opened up by 3 or 4 lengths. There's 500 meters to go. And so here we are, Dank in front, now by 4. Vanilla Bean put in that bid, was shrugged off in the early stages. There's 350 meters left, but Vanilla Bean, you can see it, is starting to put in another bid with 2.5, maybe 3 lengths to make up on Dank. Dank is still in front of Vanilla Bean. Vanilla Bean is slowly but surely getting closer. 150 meters to go. Dank and Vanilla Bean dropping through the rest of the field, but their battle is good. They're down to the final 50. Dank and Vanilla Bean. Can Dank hold on? Vanilla Bean searches.
Whoa!
I don't know, too close to call. Vanilla Bean or Dank.
A photo finish.
Jo,
right there, as they go across the wire.
Zählt nicht, wenn der weiterkommt.
Now, I will say one thing about the shot. You were right.
Schau mal.
Unfortunately, we're going 11.
Der Schwarze! Dank.
High Horse getting the win.
Leck mich am Arsch.
Absolutely. High Horse takes the dub there. Shout out to Pony Zook. I see you in the chat. Congrats on the dub. You know, that was an interesting race, and it speaks to kind of the format where we're not asking you to win a race. We're asking you to beat the other horse. So you finish 11th, the other guy finishes 12th, you will advance in this tournament.
I feel like you misled me. I was expecting to see a winner there.
Well, they didn't finish 1 and 2, but it was a close race, you know?
All right, let's take a look at our current bracket standing right now as High Horse will advance to the quarterfinals. And of course, we will advance to the very next matchup. Let's meet our next pair, and that's going to be Doofy Racing and Roy Racing.
So Ducky Mellon for me, she's one of those horses. She can run at any distance and has won any distance as well. But 1,400 meters, I was quite excited to see that distance in the competition because of the tournament, because that's just her that's her distance. She wins, you know, 1 in 4, 1 in 5, and has beaten and can beat any top performing horse on the platform on a consistent basis at that level.
So in the 1400, I have Foxy Siren. I believe she's one of the best horses in the game of 1400. She's afraid of no one. She's always getting best odds. So I feel like she can beat anyone that comes in her way.
All right, looking forward to this race. We got Ducky Mellon. If you play Zed, you know Ducky Mellon. Ducky Mellon is an absolute legend, finishing top 3, 43% of the time. This is a winner. This is the prize of Doofy Racing. This is an all-time legend. I mean, Foxy is no slouch. Their average times are very similar, but when you look at the win rate, it's a clear advantage for Ducky Mellon. Ducky Mellon has, or Doofy has brought Ducky Mellon's blood to this tournament with the other 2 horses. A lot of people that I've talked to expect Doofy Racing to run deep into this tournament. This is a horse that was talked about in the New York Times article that they did on Zed a couple months ago. Ducky Mellon is an absolute legend. I cannot wait to watch this race and see this C4 Zabo perform.
Now, I noticed in the Doofy, which is a star-studded stable lineup, there's a lot of ducky horses. What's with the duck?
Well, I mean, Ducky Mellon just kind of made a name for itself in the community, and it's just a legendary horse. If you play Zed, you know about Ducky Mellon, you know Doofy. He's a fan favorite within the community, and yeah, Ducky's just a legend. I don't know what else to say. It's a legendary
horse. It's like the kitten, Joyce. The Ramsey kittens.
I love it. The horse has a kitten in it somewhere.
So right here, we Kitten Mellon. I'm a kitten on the edge and Vector Kitten. Now I brought you home, right?
Yeah,
now we feel good.
Back in the booth.
and not to leave him off, but Roy Rager has their stable name based on a really great horse of theirs.
Yeah, exactly. It was a well-known horse named Roy Rager. Correct.
All right, so it's going to be play to post right now. We're going to get ready for this matchup. I see Sean's excited. How's the verse over here, the Twitch verse? Are they excited about this matchup?
Oh man, Twitch is going crazy. Shout out to everyone in Twitch, dropping the horns in chat. I see you guys. Thank you for coming out and watching the Digital Derby, man. Let's get to this race.
They're in the gate. Travis Stone with the call.
Alrighty, thanks guys. Ducky Mallon, you've heard it, a legend in ZEDRUN and Foxy Siren, gates number 7 and 9, the third race of the Digital Derby, and they're off. Good beginning for both. Ducky Mallon a little bit quicker out of there. Foxy Siren is up close as well. Ducky Mallon now backs off as Foxy Siren comes on to take the lead in the very early stages of this third race. Still a long way to go. We've got 1,200 meters left. So it is Ducky Mallon and Foxy Siren. Fairly close. Hard to decipher who's in front of who. Maybe Ducky Mallon with a short advantage, but Foxy Siren is right there running along in second. In fact, here you can see above, they are head and head. Ducky Mallon, Foxy Siren, Ducky Mallon. They continue to go back and forth. We're now 800 meters to go. The legend Ducky Mallon with a short lead over Foxy Siren. Foxy Siren is sticking with Ducky Mallon so far, within striking range as we head into the final 700. Ducky Mallon. Now Foxy Siren put a bit of a bid there. Ducky Mallon had the answer. Foxy Siren tried to get by. They're still going 1-2. Really close on this front end here between these two. The only two we care about for the purposes of the Derby. There's 500 meters to go. Ducky Mallon and Foxy Siren. Foxy Siren is surging. Foxy Siren's surging to the front now. Ducky Mallon has to fight back. Foxy Siren's in front by half a length. Final 250 meters. Foxy Siren in front of Ducky Mallon. Ducky Mallon's trying hard, but Foxy Siren keeps on going. 100 meters to go. Can Ducky Mallon get by Foxy Siren? No, Foxy Siren keeps on going. Ducky Mallon a final
Das wusste ich. Dritter Platz. Das wusste ich. Schönes Rennen von denen. Schönes Rennen.
Shocking.
Schönes Rennen von Foxy hier. Foxy Siren. Schönes
so
Rennen.
Lloyd Ranger actually going to be the winner here. Sean, I've got a bone to pick with you right now, my friend. Roid Ranger, they do not have Ducky Mallon. All we talked about right now is Ducky Mallon. You
would have bet my F-150 on Duffy going very deep in this tournament. I mean, honestly, like that's the biggest upset I think we're going to see on the day. That was crazy. I mean, I cannot believe that. Ducky's such a legend. Everyone I talk to says Doofy's going to win this. Doofy's going to win this tournament. Unbelievable result there. Doofy's out. I don't know what to say.
What does that mean? What does that mean for like our whole bracket now?
I mean, we gotta go back to the bracket and take a look because I mean, I was expecting Doofy to go very deep in this tournament. I need to look at the bracket and see. I don't know what to say. This is wild. Doofy is out in the first round. No one expected that. Roid Ranger will advance and face the winner of Well-Equipped and Zombie. Unbelievable. Twitch, what do y'all think about that? What do you think about that race? Ducky Mallon does not close in that first race.
All right, so only 3 rounds in, already one massive shocker with the clash of the OG Titans here going to Roid Ranger. Our next matchup is going to pit together Zombie Racing and Well-Equipped. Let's meet them.
So, Flying Dagger at 1,400 meters, she holds some of the top 10 times for the distance. She's extremely U-shaped, so if she gets going, she isn't going to stop, and she's going to secure those fast times on the track.
Flight of the Falcons, she's a really great runner at all distances, so it was pretty easy to put her in the 1,400 meter. She's been fast at all distances, she's won at all distances, and I feel really good about her in that 1,400 meter race.
All right, we're going to take a look at some stats here from Flying Dagger and Flight of the Falcon. Flying Dagger out of Zombie Racing. 16% win rate. This is a great horse at this distance. The average times are very similar, but if you look at the ROI, those are similar as well, with the advantage to Flight of the Falcon. So this is going to be an interesting race. We got Zombie out of the UK. We have Flight of the Falcon representing the United States. One thing I'll add is that Flying Dagger has seen 302 races at this distance compared to Flight of the Falcon only 56 races. You know, this is going to be Flying Dagger's preferred distance. Zombie runs this horse at this distance quite a bit. Zombie's feeling very confident about this horse at this distance.
1,160 races, Sean, seems like a lot. I mean, we're reaching standard bred territory right here. Is that unheard of to have that many races under the belt?
You know, I would never run any of my horses that many times, but my horses suck. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you